reporting from nightnews.com with our second installment of Band of the Week. Right now I'm sitting here with a couple members from United Divided. We have Josh over here on drums and Cameron on guitar and vocals. We're just going to ask them a few questions. What kind of rock would you compare yourselves to, and what are your greatest influences?
Well, for me, I think kind of the influence I really started off with was originally it was Nirvana, and then we kind of progressed into like the mid-90s indie, like Braid at the Drive-In, and it's been a strong influence ever since we started, and we're just trying to kind of make our own way in the world with, you know, that sound, trying to develop our own unique attack on that same kind of idea. So. All
right, Cameron, so tonight you played twice, once with Trash City where you play drums, and United Divided with guitar and vocals. What, besides the obvious, what's the biggest difference between playing within the two bands?
Well, I mean, obviously it has its benefits. You get to play two sets. You have different types of, you know, outlets. You know, the drumming is more, you know, prone towards just the, you know, the release of just like having fun and just doing it for the, you know, for the band and loving it. And the United Divided, you know, I get to actually transgress like emotion and like put songwriting into it and have a real voice of what I'm actually going through or feeling at the time. The songs, you know, are like an actual direct connection to me as a person, to where at Trash City I'm kind of just playing for fun. And, you know, it's Ronnie's band.
I know that social networks like Facebook and MySpace have kind of taken over local music in ways that they promote their shows. Do you guys kind of miss or feel like you're lacking anything from the original kind of DIY ethic of local music, where the personal hand-to-hand, handing out flyers and telling people about your shows? Do you think that your community source of music is lacking something due to the influence and the progression of social networks?
Well, I mean, honestly, when we first started playing music in like the late 90s, like really playing out, you know, it was that connection, that hand-to-hand, like here's a flyer, come out and support us, and you had a real connection, like a face-to-face, like value.
I think it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's really cool because we're able to reach a wide mass of people that we would have never been able to reach by handing out flyers, but it does take away some of the intimacy that you got by going out and busting your butt and designing your own flyer and printing it out and spending your own money that you didn't have to print them up and hand them out at the mall and the beach and everywhere. And like Cameron said, get that personal connection. You know, there's a lot of people out there who don't like to come to clubs anymore, who don't like to come out and support the local scene. And when you're just a post on a Facebook, you're nothing. But when you can hand somebody a flyer and give somebody somewhat of a presentation, let them know who you are, maybe that alone would make them want to come out and support the local scene, as opposed to just, oh, I got 15 posts from a Facebook saying, you know, there's 17 shows out there.
Would you guys like to tell everyone out there where you could find your music and your tour dates or shows that you're playing?
Well, I mean, right now, you can definitely go to the MySpace, it's just / the United Divided. Like I said, we are recording an EP, so we'll have new music up there, hopefully by the end of November. You know, local shows are always a good way to go, as far as, like, staying connected with us until we get some more developments on the recording situation. Apparently he has something to say. Here we go.
After I bashed the Facebook and MySpace on my last answer, you can check us out on the MySpace and Facebook. It'll let you know everything you want to know. Come check us out.
I just want to say good luck with all your endeavors, and stay tuned to nightnews.com with more featured bands of Bands of the Week. Bye.
Getting close.
What's that?
United Divided says good night.
Bye.